Hi guys, can you hear me loud and clear? Guys, can you hear me? Okay, and you can see my screen as well, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so did you guys downloaded the machines? What we did in the last session? Did you guys tried anything from yesterday's session?
Sir, I have downloaded that pumpkin garden. I have already downloaded that earlier when we have tried Nmap, that exploit na VSFPD.
Yeah.
So I've tried it, but the system stops responding in between. And also when I'm using NAT network on my Kali and my other machine as well, like Windows 7 or XP. So what is happening is NAT is assigning the same IP to my Linux as well as my Windows machine. So whenever I'm trying to scan the Nmap, scanning through the Nmap, na, so instead of scanning the Windows machine, it is scanning my Linux machine only.
Nah, it cannot assign the same IP. How will it assign the same IP? That's not possible.
Even I got confused. So
So you
do
do
I
one
need
thing.
to?
See, do one thing. Before you start your machine, no, you do one thing. Right click. Okay, don't do right click. Just select the machine. You see this edit virtual machine settings.
Right,
Click over here. Okay, you see this network adapter.
right.
Select the network adapter and over here add a network adapter. Add one. All right.
Okay,
So click over here and finish. Now, when you're going to add, no, you have to make sure that it's in the NAT mode.
okay,
Okay, and then delete the previous one.
okay.
This one, then remove this one, previous one. I'm removing this one right now. Then remove the previous one. This will basically possibly will solve your query, the one you're getting no issue.
Sure, I'll do that.
Also, when today you are going to download this machine. So today we are going to next machine, which is Optics. When you will download this machine and you will start this machine, every time you will start this machine, it is going to start in your bridge mode. Okay.
Okay,
But how do you change it? Again, you go to network adapter, you select add one more. While you are selecting it, select the network adapter over here and then make sure you're like when you're selecting it, no, over here, you make it NAT mode and then select it. Add one more network adapter, finish, and then you make it NAT mode, or by default it is in the NAT mode. Then you delete the previous one. This will
okay,
make your machine into NAT mode. Otherwise, you will again and again, like if I'll change this NAT mode into bridge mode right now, no, this one. Okay, so it will again start in the NAT mode or some issues will be there. So that's why whenever you need to change your network adapter, this is one of the best way to change it. Otherwise, it is going to come back in the original network connection and that will create an issue. So try this one. This might help you.
perfectly fine. Sure.
Today we'll be doing another machine. So yesterday, whatever we learned about your exploitation, that was one of the starting. I mean, one of the easiest way of performing the attacks and one of the easiest way of exploiting the system. Today, we're going to see the privilege escalation also. Likewise, how things works over here. So whenever you get any machine, first you scan that particular machine. After you scan, you try to take the connection of that machine. Connection, I mean to say, you take the try to enter inside the machine. Okay, try to exploit it. Once you exploit it, basically exploitation means that you got the connection, you got the reverse connection. Once you get the remote or reverse connection or remote connection, your next target is to take the root access. Okay, because when you take the reverse connection, no, it's not a surety that you are into a root access, you have a root access. No, you can be a normal user also. At that point of time, there are so many things which you are not able to do. So whenever we talk about server hacking or server exploitation, sometimes you are a user, normal user. Likewise, if I am working in a critical, I am normal user for a particular server. They have given me a server that you can, okay, you can use this server, but I am not given a root access. So in that case, what should I do? Right. So suppose we are working in a company, you are using a server, but you are a normal user. What if you want to take a root access of that particular server? Is what we call privilege escalation. So there are so many ways that you can perform privilege escalation. Today we are going to learn that. Okay, so we will first scan the network, then we'll exploit it, we'll take the reverse connection, and then we'll be a user, and then we're going to take the root access of that particular application. So the machine which we are going to do is Kyoptics level 2. Kyoptics, again, it is a machine available on one hub. Kyoptics have 4 parts, 1, 2, 3, 4. One is very simple, that is why I'm not doing that. One, if you will try to do the first, you will be able to do it on your own. Okay, so we are not wasting time in that. You can take the 1.1, which is challenge number 2. Okay, then we have 1.3, which is number 3, and then we have 1.4. This is challenge number, sorry, 1.3, which is challenge number 4. So I'm not doing this one. This one you can do it on your own. Okay, this one I'll show you how to do it. These two are also not that difficult, simple to do it. So in case you're not able to do it on your own, you can use the walkthrough at any point of time. So in the starting, for learning perspective, you can use walkthroughs. Now, when you will start the machine, it is going to ask you a few things. You just select whatever you want to. Let's say if in my case it's asking or not, because I have already set up the machine. Okay. So it says that welcome to something, red hat something, press any word, normal boot. Okay, press enter or any key. No, it's not. Let it boot itself. All right, so it says welcome to Kyoptics 2 penetration and assessment environment. The object of the game is to acquire the root access of the machine, right? There are many ways this can be done. Try and found more than one way to for the exercise. Disclaimer, Kyoptics is not responsible, blah, blah, blah. Warning, this is a vulnerable system. Don't use it in the production environment. Good luck, have fun, Kyoptics login. So basically, as I told you that any point of time when you start the machine, it is going to ask you something login. You don't have to provide any login, nothing, no. Okay, all you have to do is you have to go to your Linux and start performing the activity. Now, what are the activities you have to perform over here? First of all, we need to do nmap scan. That's one of the most important and first thing which you do. To perform nmap scan, what we need the IP address of this machine. Now, over here, we can see that we have no IP address given over here. Likewise, it was given in the pumpkin garden, right? But over here, it's not showing you any particular IP address. Recording is happening, right? Yeah. Over here, there is no IP address. So in this case, we are going to find out how. Just write net discover, hit enter. It is going to find the IP address for you. Now, once it is going to find the IP address, let's open a new tab. We have to provide the nmap command. So for the scanning purpose, so yesterday we have used two different commands. One, first we used the first command for scanning purpose. Then we used for, sorry, first we find out the open ports. Then we particularly perform the scanning on every different port, right? Enumeration. Now we are going to collaborate both the commands. Okay. Nmap minus sc. Minus sc is for the script scan. You have to use this command. Minus sv for service version. What is the version of the service running? Minus p minus all the ports I want to scan. Minus pn, ping not, don't ping my target. Okay. Then minus vv for verbose mode. Now there are other commands which we actually use to save time. Likewise, minus max retries 1. So what is that? Minus max retries 1. This means that, like, let's say port number 22. Okay, is it open or not? To check this, first it is going to check, is it open? It says, okay, not open. Then it is going to check again, is it open? No, it's not open. Then again, it is going to check, is it open? No, it's not open. Again, check, is it open? No, it's not open. Again, check, is it open? No, it's not open. Then it is going to decide it's not open. So it is going to scan that particular port 5 times, which is going to take a lot of time. So in that case, what we do, we add minus minus, maximum retry only one time. Just ask, are you open? Open. Okay, fine. Show it to us. Is it not open? Don't ask second time. Okay, we're not going to take its nonsense like that. So we are not trying it again and again, just once. So this is going to save time. Okay. Then IP address 192.168.18. We'll figure it out. What is the IP address? It's 136. 136. Hit enter. See how fast it's working now. If you'll not give minus minus max retries, it is going to take little time, because every time it is going to scan target twice, thrice, 4, 5 times, and then it is going to give the result. So you can say max retries 2, max retries 3, 1, 2, and 3. That's how it works. 4 and 5 also, but by default it's 5. So all right, we got the result very fast. Let's see. Okay, so you can see that over here, first port is 22, which is open, and service is running SSH service, right? Now, SSH service, now if you try to exploit SSH service, there is no such exploitation for SSH service, okay? Because SSH port is used for remote connection, okay? Now, you can try brute force attack to find out the ID and password, which is going to take, I mean, a very long time, and there is a possibility there are no ID and password, because there is a possibility instead of using ID and password, they might be using keys. Okay, in that case, there will be no ID password, and your effort will be wasted. Okay, so we do not try. So brute force attack, no, it's always the last option. Always the last option, until like you are not able to find anything, then we perform brute force attack. Okay, so we don't do that. Then we have port. So SSH port generally have no particular vulnerabilities. So we don't we don't expect, or we don't search for any particular exploit in SSH. Then we have a port number 80. Okay, at port number 80 is open. What is the service running? HTTP. So yesterday we understood that the purpose of HTTP service is that there is a possibility that there is a website running onto this port, right? So let's check whether any particular website is running or not. So HTTP. Why HTTP? Because it says HTTP. If it is HTTPS, then we would be writing HTTPS. But right now it's written HTTP. So let's check. HTTP : 168.168.18.136. Hit enter, and we have a website running. Now over here it says remote system administrator login, username and password. Now for me, whenever I see any username and password field, for me it always comes in my mind or 1 equals to 1, which is an SQL injection. I hope you guys are aware of this, right? So this is basically a script to bypass the authentication. Okay. Otherwise, it's not important that this is going to work every time. Okay. So you can try with default ID password, admin, working, not working. You can try with the admin password, admin password, not working. Okay, then you can perform brute force attack with like you can also try root tour. Okay, root. Let's try root and blank, not working. Root and root, not working. Never mind. So there are different ways that you can bypass this particular page. So Over here, it is bypassing by SQL injection. So you can just write your script or 1 equals to 1, hit enter, it is going to bypass the page for you. Now, this basically page, no, this is basically a utility for your administrator, utility for your networking guy. What is this utility? It says that welcome to basic administrator web console, ping a machine on the network. So your network guy, no, he sometimes they need to figure it out whether any particular specific IP is working or not, any specific IP is dead or not, any specific IP is available or not, is active or not, somebody is using that IP or not. All these things they need to figure it out. For that purpose, they make this utility. Okay, so what they do, they just enter the IP address and they figure it out. So they'll write 127.0.0.1 and they'll hit enter. If that particular IP is pinging, this means that the IP is active. It's not pinging, that IP is not active. That's what it's basically meant for. Now, instead of IP address, if you try some other commands, okay, let's say you try to give some admin commands, sorry, admin commands, I'm saying some terminal commands. So if I'll do ls, list means all the files, and I click on submit, is it showing me any particular data over here? No, it is not listing me any particular files. What it is saying, it is basically pinging me the IP address of the local domain. Okay, so basically whatever the IP address of mine is, that is its pinging. In that case, this means that this this command is not working. Now, if in case this command is not working, what I can do, I can collaborate this command. I can give this command with the IP address, which is 127.0.0.1. If I want to add any particular command with this particular command, how do I add it? I add pipeline symbol for it. Okay, so pipeline symbol is basically used to give 2-3 commands all together. So I'll now give ls, I'll hit enter. Let's see. Now you see, instead of pinging this IP address, what does it show me? It is showing me some results, right? Now, this is known as command injection. Okay, what is command injection? That you can inject the command-based commands. So likewise, if it is a Linux server, then you have to write Linux commands, which is ls and cat command, all these commands. If it is Windows, you have to write Windows command. Okay, it depends upon that, which operating system it has. So when I wrote ls, it's working. This means that this is a Linux command. If I'll write dir over here, let's check if dir works or not. That is also working. Okay, so in this case, you can try any of the commands. Now, with this command, I can write anything. So if I wrote ls and it was showing me some data, let's show you again. ls minus la, list me the files. So it is showing me we have two files, index.php and pingit.php, right? If I want to read these files, how to read it? Cat command, cat index.php and read the file. And we can see that we have the file over here. This is the data about your system, about that particular file, right? So we are able to see that. Now, if I can run these files, then there is a possibility I can write a command and take a reverse connection of this particular server. Okay. Now over here, you need to understand some system admin commands. Okay, that is why in the starting I was saying that whenever we talk about server, no, networking is very important. Plus, your system admin commands are very important. Okay, so if you want to learn server in detail, in depth, then make sure that you are learning system admin commands properly. Now, system admin commands are for both. For Linux, it's different. For Windows, it's different. Okay, for Windows, you should know how to use command prompt properly, how to use PowerShell. Okay, for Linux, you should know how Linux commands work. So basically on the terminal, how to give commands. Okay. So it is very, very important. So why we know about Linux more, because we are been using Linux, and Linux mostly we are been using all the commands only. That is why it's simple and easy to learn Linux. But when you talk about Windows, I mean, you have never created any particular, like you have never used commands on the Windows. We have like always clicking, 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 and it's working for us, right? Your window is very user friendly. So we click and it work happens. So that is why we are not most of the time aware of the Windows command, but we are still aware of the Linux command. So you have to make sure that you are aware of both the commands, right? Because your operating system or kernel can be of anything. At that point of time, if you're doing Windows testing, you might face issue because you have no idea about the commands. So you need to understand and learn commands, system admin commands. You will go to the YouTube, you will write system admin commands. You will find 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour, 5 hour courses over there. You can, they'll start from very basic and then you can learn it from there. Okay. Now over here, we need to give the commands. So what is the next step basically? We need to take a reverse connection. Okay, what is the reverse connection of the server? How do you do that? So there is a bash command which we are going to use over here. So this is the command which we are going to use. So IP address, and then I want to enter this command. Now with this command, I am going to create a listener that for this IP address, listen on port number 4444 and give me a reverse connection. Okay, with a bash command. So this is the command for it. You can also note down this command. Like this, there are so many commands to take a reverse connection. So you can go online and write bash commands to take a reverse connection, how to take a reverse connection from Linux to Linux, how to take a reverse connection from Linux to Windows, like this. You can write this and you will get lots and many blogs and you just need to read about it. Okay. Now over here, first of all, you need to enter your IP address, your system IP address through which you need to take a reverse connection. And over here, you need to write a port number. Now port number, you can write any particular port number. It's not important that you have to write 4444. Generally, port number 4444 is free. Okay. For that purpose, at that point of time, we use this particular port number. Otherwise, you can write 8881, 9999, anything, whichever you feel like. Okay. Now, with this command, if I'll execute it, where will I get the reverse connection? Because this is just executing the command, that's all. To take a reverse connection, we have one particular tool in our system. We call it netcat. Okay, netcat is a very good tool, which is basically used for creating a reverse connection. To open the listening port. How do we do that? We write netcat. Okay, minus LB. What is LVP? L stands for listening, V stands for verbose, P stands for port. Okay, listen, verbose, and port. Verbose means whatever is happening, show me that. L is basically start my listener. Start my listener on port number. What is the port number? 4444. The port number which we have given over here, same port number I need to provide it over here. Hit enter. It has starting a listener for me. Okay, now my port number 4444 is open. If from anywhere traffic needs to come, it can come on the port number 4444. Okay, and over here with this bash command, what I am saying that create a reverse connection for this IP address, and I'm telling this particular my server. Okay, this particular server, Kyoptic server, that create a reverse connection for this IP address. It's in your system. This IP address is in your network only, so you can create it. As soon as I click on submit, nothing happened over here. Okay, but if you'll see, we have got a bash structure over here. We have got the reverse connection over here. Before it was root@Kali, but now it is bash. This means that I am inside the server. Okay, now if I'll write sysinfo, not found. All right, let's say ID. ID is UID 48 Apache, GID 48 Apache, group 48 Apache. This means that I am not a root user, right? Right now, I'm not a root user, but I have to be a root user. Okay, so I got a reverse connection, but I'm not a root user. Let's do ls. We have two files again, index.php, pingit.php. Let's read it. Index.php. So we have these files. So in index.php, if you see, it says that MySQL connect localhost John and Hiroshima. This means that there is John and there is Hiroshima. So this is ID and this is password for MySQL. See that? So we got MySQL ID password. One thing, okay, with the index.php. Let's copy that and paste it in your mousepad. Okay, let's clear everything. Do ls again. We have pingit.php, cat pingit.php. Sorry, cat pingit.php. All right, over here we have nothing, just a simple coding. So it's not showing us anything. No information is found. Right. Now let's go into different directories. Let's go to home directory. ls, we have two users over here, John and Harload. Now we have the password for John, so let's try to enter into John. cd John, permission denied. We don't have permission to go inside John. Okay, let it be. Let's go inside Harload. Permission denied. We don't have permission. All right, let's clear everything. Okay. Now, if I want to see what is the kernel version we are using, for that we write uname -a. So what is the kernel version? We are using Linux 2.6.9. Linux 2.6.9. Okay. Operating system, if I want to see, lsb_release -a. lsb. Yeah, we are using CentOS operating system 4.5, CentOS 4.5, right? Now let's do this one later on. We'll see for this one also. Let's first of all do the exploitation of the kernel. Kernel exploitation. Okay, now what is kernel exploitation? So basically, if you are using the older version of any particular service or any particular kernel, then older version, no, they are vulnerable. That is why the upgrade happens. Whenever any particular server or any particular file, any particular software is upgraded, there are two reasons for it. First reason is if they have found any particular vulnerability in that, so they patch it and they update it. Okay, that is why updated version is being used, or they have added some new features. Okay, most of the time, I mean, it can be anything. It can be either new features are being added, that is why it has been updated, or the previous issues were resolved and then it is updated. So let's say right now they are using Linux 2.96.9. So we can go online and figure it out. Do we have any exploit for Linux 2.6.9? If okay, we can use that exploit. If no, then we can use the exploit for CentOS 4.5. Okay. So how do we search for the exploits? There are 2-3 ways that we can search. We can go to Google and look for it. Second, we can use your terminal Kali Linux only to look for the exploit. One second. Okay. Now, how do you look for the exploit? We just go to a terminal. Over here, we write search exploit. And then what is the exploit I want to search? I want to search for Linux 2.6.9. Hit enter. Let's see if we have any exploit for 2.6.9. All right. Now, if you look at over here, these are the exploits. Okay. If you look at over here, these are the details about your exploit. So we have to look for Linux 2.6.9. This is for Linux, but it's not for 2.6.9. This is between 4.4 to 4.8. Okay. We're looking for specifically 2.6.9. So this Linux 2.6.9, you'll be able to see like it's in red color. Now, let's see this one. Any point of time when you are looking for the exploit, you will find three types of exploit: local, remote, and DOS. We never use the exploit which has DOS because we are not allowed to perform DOS attack. Okay. So likewise over here, these are DOS attack. We don't use it. Let's move further. Here, DOS. Everywhere it's DOS, not use. This is LFTP, not Linux. So this is also not. This is Linux less than something, not. And we have no specific exploit for 2.6.9 for Linux 2.6.9. Okay, so we can let's clear everything. Let's try for CentOS. So exploit CentOS 4.5. Okay, so this is CentOS 4, not exploit. This is CentOS 3.1.14.5. This is also not. But if we look at this one, this is CentOS 4.5, right? This we can use. Also, this is for Linux kernel, and the ratio is between 2.6 to 2.6.19. So this is the exploit which is matching all our requirements, and this is a privilege escalation. And this is a local exploit, so we can use that. And the exploit number is 9542.c. Okay, you will see .py, .r, .c. So basically, this is a language. .c is a C language. This means that exploit is written in C language. Okay. Now we need to download this exploit in our system. How do we download this exploit? Now let's create first a folder for this exploit. So let's go to your desktop. Let's make a folder mkdir, make directory. Okay. Let's say batch 63. So we have created a directory batch 63. Let's go inside the directory. It's empty. Now we need to download this exploit. How do we download any particular exploit? We write search exploit, which was we used to download for searching the exploit, -m. -m is for mirroring. Okay, when you need to mirror the exploit, and the number 9542.c. Hit enter. Now if we do ls, we can see that we have the exploit in our system, right? This way we can download any particular exploit. If the exploit is available, we'll be able to download, and this is one of the way of downloading the exploit. Okay, now we have downloaded the exploit. How we are going to upload it? Because if we look at this particular area, okay, this is the reverse connection we have done. Now in this area, if I want to communicate or I want to upload anything over here, I cannot directly put a file and give it over here and it will get uploaded. No. How do you upload it? We upload the file using the internet. How internet? For that, first I have to host this file onto the web server. Okay. Then when it is on the internet, on the web server, then I need to go to the internet. I need to download it from here. Okay. So first of all, I need to host it onto the server. Now, because we are in the same network, so I don't have to go any particular serving site and I need to host it. No, I can just host it directly over here. We have commands for it. Okay. To make it a hosting server, so there is a simple command which is Python -m, then http.server. Create a server. Because it's HTTP, so it is on port number 80. Hit enter. No module named HTTP. Okay, Python 3. Now it's basically hosting. Okay, server serving HTTP on 0.0.0.0 port number 80. So basically it is hosting onto your particular port number, your IP address. What is my IP address? ipconfig, sorry, ifconfig 192.168.18.18. Now, if I'll go online and I'll write 192.168.18.128, hit enter. Okay, HTTP. Okay, this is HTTP, and I can see that we have a file over here. If I click on it, I can see the data about this file, right? So basically, I have created a server, and now my file is hosting onto this particular link. Okay, so I'll copy this link and I'll go to my server. Now I need to upload this file. Okay, now I am in a server. I need to download some file over from the internet. How do you download? We download from a command, very simple command. We call it wget. What is wget? I mean, get me something. From where? From W. W is web. Webget, basically. Okay, get me something. From where? From the website. What is the website? This is the website. Slash link also. So you have to give the complete. Okay, wget, webget this file. Hit enter. Cannot write to this, permission denied. Okay. Now over here, it is not writing me, not allowing me to download something. Why? Because first of all, I'm a normal user over here. I don't have the permission to basically download or upload anything because I'm a normal user. They have not given me the permission to do that. In this case, what I have to do is, so there is one directory. Okay, which directory? We call it temp directory, TMP, inside your Linux. TM, sorry, cd/tmp, temp directory. If I now write pwd print working directly, I'm inside temp directory. What is temp directory? It's basically temporary directory. Now, every Linux, no, the temporary directory have the sudo access. Okay, they have the sudo access. You can download, you can upload the data, even if you are a user, normal user. You do not have to execute, you have no permission to execute root commands. Still, in the temp directory, you can download and upload anything. Okay, this is the, I mean, you can say feature of Linux. So at any point of time, whenever you are giving any user access, you also have to remove it from the temp directory. Okay. So we will go to the temp directory, and now we are going to try to upload this particular shell into the temp directory. How? Same command, wget. Where do you want to get? We want to get into this particular file. Hit enter. Now we can see it is not giving in the permission denied. It says that we have loaded it. And what's the name of the file? 94542.c.4. Why .4? Because I already have downloaded so many times into this particular directory, so it is showing me this like this. Okay. Now if I do ls, hit enter, I can see that I have successfully downloaded this file. Right. So now this file is here. Now if I want to execute, first of all, let's see ls-la. Is it an executable file? No, it's a read-only file. It has no permission to execute. Let's clear everything. Now, ls, there's a file. Now I cannot execute this file directly. Okay, why? Because this is just a, you can say this is just a coding which I have downloaded, right? And it's in a C language. At any point of time, if you want to execute any particular file, first of all, you have to make it executable. For C directories, how do you make it executable? For we have command for it. So GCC is a tool which makes your files executable. Okay, GCC. What is your file name? Your file name is 9542.c.4. This is my file name. -o. O is for output. So make this file executable. Okay, give a output and make output batch 60. This is file not recognized, file format not recognized. Okay, we have to basically .4 is not going to work because it's for GCC. We just need to make sure that we remove .4 from there. Okay, so we can convert GCC 9542.c minus O and batch 60. Hit enter. Now if we do ls, we can see that there is a new file which has been generated, batch 63. Now if I do ls minus la, batch 63, is it executable? Yes, it is executable file. How do we know that it is executable? We can see X over here. If there is no X over here, this means that it's not executable, right? Now I need to execute this file. How do we execute it? /batch 64, sorry 63. That's all. Hit enter. We can see that before it was bash, now it is sh, right? Now if I do id parameter, I can see that I am a root user. Now if I go cd home ls, we have John and Harload. Before, when I was trying to enter into John, it was saying permission denied. Now let's try John. I am inside John ls. It's empty basically. Cd dot dot. Let's go back. Try Harload. ls. This is also empty. No issues. Dot dot. So basically the website, or you can say the server, is empty. That is why it is not showing any data. The main purpose, the main job was to take a root access, and we are a root user, and we were able to perform the stuff which we were trying to do, right? This is basically, we call it privilege escalation. Okay, and also we call it kernel exploitation. Okay, so I know this is a bit difficult. This is a bit difficult to understand also, because all these commands, how do we get these commands, how do we learn these commands? That is why now you have to do lots of research from Google. Okay, now every time you cannot go on to Google for every step, you need to research. So that is why I'm saying, to basically learn this thing, first learn system admin commands and learn about network. Okay, these kind of things you will be preparing for OSCP. So I hope you guys are aware of OSCP, Offensive Security Certified Professional. Into the field of cyber security, if you are into red team, I hope you guys are aware of red team and blue team. Are you aware of red team and blue team? Guys, Vikas, Vicky, Subrajyoti. Okay, not. I'll tell you. So what is red team? Red team is a team which basically attacks. Okay, so now you have learned like web application. What you did in that? You attacked, right? You hacked the website. So you are into a red team. You are a part of a red team. Over here, what we are doing, we're attacking the server, right? We are performing the exploitation, all this stuff. This is attacking. So you are a part of red team. Then we have another team which is blue team. What is the purpose of and job of blue team? To defend. How to defend? Implementation of firewall. Okay. SOC team, are you aware of SOC team? Security SOC analysis. Have you like heard of SOC analysis? Analyst. What they do, they basically analyze the traffic. What kind of traffic is coming into the network? Okay. Same way we have malware analysis. Okay. What they do, if any particular malware is coming into their system or not, any particular virus is prevailing in the system or not, so they secure from that. Okay, so what they do, they are not performing any attack. They're defensive part. They are into the defensive part. When you talk about red team, they are onto the attacking part. Both job is to basically put security only. Okay, how do red team secure? By attacking. So we will attack, we will figure it out. Okay, this is not updated, this is not working fine, there is no security, this port is open. So mitigate this one. So network or system admin guy is going to be mitigated, right? Same way in blue team, there is nothing to mitigate about. There is just an analysis, and then on the basis of analysis, we are going to send the report to the admin guy. He is going to basically rectify all those things. So right now, you are a part of red team. Okay, this is basically red team and blue team. So when I'm talking about OSCP in red team, OSCP is one of the best certification. Okay, it's not easy to basically do OSCP. The one I'm showing you, know, these kind of things are going to come in OSCP exam. OSCP exam is of 24 hours. 24 hours exam, and then next 24 hours report making. So they'll give you 24 hours to clear the exam, and then they'll give you next 24 hours to make the report of it, and then you submit it. So in that exam, no, they're going to give you Linux machine and Windows machine the way we did it. Okay, you again you have to take the access of the system and you have to exploit it and take the root privilege. The one we did today. We first took the user access and then we took the root privilege. Now root privilege and user access, I mean normal taking connection with the system, there are lots of ways of doing that. Okay, so you should understand, you should know. Now to prepare yourself for OSCP, because after ISCP, this is what you have to go for next. For after ISCP, you might be able to earn 4 lakhs, 5 lakhs, 6 lakhs. Okay, but when you will do OSCP, that's what the salary comes 10 lakh per annum, 15 lakh per annum, 20 lakh per annum. Then with the experience, you're going to earn more. Okay, if you want to go outside India, OSCP again, one of the best thing. One of the best thing. This there are very few people those who have done OSCP. Then once you have done with the OSCP, then you can go for CISSP later on. But first, OSCP should be the target. If you are not interested in attacking part and you want to go into the defensive part, then you can go into the SOC analysis. Okay, you say that okay, I don't enjoy attacking, I don't enjoy a lot of technical things. Then you go out and do this SOC team. Now, SOC is again one of the very good field. There are lots and lots of job available in SOC. I mean, lots and lots of job. But I don't like one thing in SOC. It's 24/7. So it's a shift basically. Okay, because when you're talking about defense has to be 24/7. Attack is not 24/7. Attack can happen at any point of time, right? You wake up in the morning, you can attack. You're going to sleep in the night, you can attack. But defensive part, you have to be alert 24/7. So that is why defense team is always 24/7 available. So you have to work in the shift. That is what I don't like. I don't like shifts. I just like a one specific time to work for. Okay, so that is what only the issue I face with this. So otherwise you can go and do the SOC analysis course. So there are 3 levels: level 1, level 2, and level 3. Now because you are aware of the attacking part, it will be much easy for you to understand the defensive part also. Now if you will go and do the SOC analysis team, no, you'll be able to learn and understand things very easily, very easily. You can just, now this is not something way too technical. All we use is we use some tools over here. Okay, you just need to understand these tools and try to analyze the result. That's all what you have to do. So you can try and go and find out some free courses. Now how do you find these free courses? Anybody has any idea how do you find these free courses? Vicky, Subharjot, Vikas, any idea free courses कैसे देखते हैं?
Which type courses?
Any course if you want to see. Likewise, I'm talking about SOC. So there will be a course for SOC, right? The one course you have studied. There will be online so many courses available like this. How do you look for the courses free of cost? let's say I want to look for SOC. How do you look for this free course?
क्रिटिकल की तरह और भी कोई मतलब इंस्टीट्यूट रहेंगे जैसे सिखाते रहेंगे शायद
I'm
ऐसे.
talking about free. Like online, there are free stuff available. There are like 20 TB data available free of cost. I mean, you name something you want to learn, वो free में available है online. जैसे movies, you can download movies online,
सर
right?
एक है जो सिंपल लर्निंग है और एक आध और भी है मैंने.
अच्छा, ये सारे वेबसाइट्स हैं जिन पे आप देख सकते हो, वो अलग है. अगर आपको कुछ भी फ्री में सीखना है ना, ऑनलाइन अवेलेबल है, ठीक है. If you want to learn anything free of cost, it's available online. Even if it is paid, the paid stuff is also available free. Do one thing, YouTube Bini, do one thing. You have Telegram. Go to Telegram. There is a search option in the Telegram. Okay, just write the particular keyword you want. You want SOC, just write SOC over there. You want OSCP, write OSCP over there. You will find the groups. Inside groups, you will find free drives. Okay, Mega Drive, you will find Google Drive. You will find, you want to learn cyber forensic. Okay, you just write cyber forensic course. You will find lots of data about it. So whatever now you want to learn, no, anything, any damn thing you want to learn, you can go online or you can just go to Telegram. Telegram right now is one of the like best thing where you can find free stuff. You want any movie, go to Telegram, search in that. You might find some drive with that movie, or you will find a link with that movie, torrent link. You don't have to search for the torrent link. Anything. Okay, except the stuff which is illegal. You might not be able to find that, but yeah, legal stuff you will be able to find. Or you can go to Google and type index of. Now this is a older technique. Let's say index of SOC. Let's see if we get something or not. Let's say index of cybersecurity. ये तो किसी का वो खुल गया. University. See, we have a lot of data. Just one keyword. Nothing. 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 This somebody's drive, okay? Not my drive. Somebody's drive got open. But if you go to Telegram, you can do that. Telegram is an application I hope you guys are aware of. So Telegram is one of the now most used area to spread out information. Okay, go there, join different groups, and they'll tell you how to do stuff online. Okay, clear? Will you be able to do it now? So your next target after completing this ISCP course is to go for OSCP course. Okay, whether you are working right now, you are a student right now, whatever. Now OSCP will take time. You have to be very patient with this. Okay, now it's not that after completing ISCP directly jump onto OSCP. No. First of all, revise everything about ISCP. Perform all the practicals, whatever you have learned. Take or cache hold of one website and perform all the attacks on that website. Whether it's working or not, you just try all the attacks. Okay. Once you're done with it, once you face confidence, when you're like confident, okay, now I can do it, then you basically move on to OSCP. And once you decide that yes, you want to prepare yourself for OSCP, then connect with me. I'll guide you how you can go for it. Okay, just give me a ping on my number. I'll guide you that how you can go for OSCP next. Right now, also for ISCP, there will be an exam. Right after you will complete your course, there will be an exam which you can give within an year. Within a year, you can give this exam, ISCP exam. Once you will give the exam, you are going to get this ISCP certification. Okay. Once you will complete the course, you will get a course completion certification. Later on, you will get a ISCP exam completion certification. How exam is going to come? In the exam, same way you will get 2 machines. Okay. You're going to get these kind of 2 machines. You have to basically crack these 2 machines. Okay, same way you have to take the root access, you have to take the access, and then you have to get the root access. Now there's a possibility that you might get web application also in that machine. I'm not saying that you will get, you might get. At that point of time, you have to perform web application attacks. Okay, you have to make a report. You guys know now how to make a report and submit it to us. Okay, when exam is going to happen, exam will be of 8 hours. Exam will be in 2 stages. One, it will be multiple, or you can say, what do you call it? Tick mark wala? What do you call that?
MCQs.
MCQs. Yeah. It will be an MCQs. Okay. So you will get 60 questions in that MCQs. Out of 60, you have to score 70% marks to pass the exam. Okay. Now, if you think that you will go Google and some data, no, you will not be able to do that. Exam is going to be, I mean, there will be proctor. Proctor means that there will be a person who will be looking at you, because at that point of time, your camera will be on, your mic will be on, your screen will be shared. So cheating is not possible. In this MCQs, if I'm talk about. Okay, so you'll not be able to open your book, use your phone or something like that. Then you'll be having a 1 hour break. Then again, you'll be having a next exam, which will be of 6 hours. Over here, we will give you 2 machines. We will give you 2 IP address. That's all. That is what you are going to get, 2 IP address. Now, your job is to basically first ping the IP. Once the IP is working fine, then you perform nmap scan. Okay. Then you also check on the browser with HTTP and with HTTPS. Is it opening the website? If yes, it is opening the website, then you check, do you have any vulnerability in the web application? If we have, make a report of it. Okay, then you will go to the server and perform all the activities which we have learned. Now, except these particular ways, there are so many ways. So you have to go to one hub. Okay, let me first tell you about exam, then we'll talk about it. Okay, so you'll get 2 IPs. You have to exploit those machines and you have to make report and send it to us. So for this 6-hour exam, 2 IPs, it's an open book exam. Open book exam means you can go and Google whatever you want to Google, no issues. Okay, you want to open your book, open your book. You want to look for any particular website, you want to look for any particular YouTube video, you can do whatever you want. You are allowed to do that. Okay, you want to call your friend, you want to ask somebody, you can do that. Okay, it will be an open book exam, you can do that. Okay, so this is how your exam is going to be. Over here also, you have to make sure you receive 70% marks. Okay, how 70% is being calculated? Basically, you have to take a root access of the machine. Okay, if let's say there are two machines, for example, for one machine you have to take the root access compartment. For second machine you can just take the user access. If you're not able to take the root access, that will be fine. You will still be able to clear the exam because you have scored 70%. Okay, this is how your exam is going to be, and this is how you have to clear your exam. Now, how you have to practice for the exam, how you have to study for the exam. First of all, book. You have book, go through each and every particular chapter of the book. Read it in detail. Okay, now because you have to be a part of this particular field, you should know the basics very clearly, very nicely. If you don't know the basics, you don't know the terms, it will be way too difficult for you to basically grow, because sometimes you're testing something or you're performing an activity and you have no idea what you're doing. So it should not happen. If you're writing any command, let's say I've written so many commands today, you should know what is that command used for. If I'm writing search exploit -m, what is m for? M is for mirror. Okay, what do you mean by mirror? Mirror means copying that particular thing. So you should know what you are typing, what you are using. If I'm writing anything on the nmap command, so you should know what is this particular command used for. It's not just learning and then implementing. No, understanding and implementing, that is how it is going to work. Okay, so you have to go through the book first of all. Second, whatever we have studied, go through the lectures. Okay, first read the book, then go through the lectures. Third, do the machines, solve the machines, solve Valhub machines. Okay, what are the Valhub machines you have to solve? Any particular machine which says easy. How many machines? Minimum 5. Then medium level. How many? Minimum 5. Minimum 5. Maximum there is no limit. You can go for 10, 20, 30, and then difficult level 5. Okay, you have walkthroughs available. You can go and look at the walkthroughs and solve the machines. It is not that you have to basically do it on your own. No, go through the walkthroughs, understand stuff. Once you will understand, then go for it. Okay, you don't, it's not compulsion. Oh no, you have to do it on your own. First learn it, and this is how you're going to learn. This is how it's going to be helpful to you. Clear? Understood?
Sir.
How to
Yes, sir.
prepare for the exam and how to prepare yourself, because if you are actually, if you're seriously planning to be a part of cybersecurity, like I'll tell you seriously, on a serious level, cybersecurity is one of the growing field now in these particular era. Okay, if you actually want to learn or earn a lot of money, no, you can be a part of cybersecurity. Work here for 5 years, like put your ass on it and work here for 5 years, and then open your own company. If you want to be a businessman, gain knowledge, in every field. Now you have got web application. Now what do? Take 5 websites online, any random websites, be it from Bugcrowd. Take one website from Bugcrowd. Okay, take one website or two websites from local website. Local website, when I say like let's say you're swiping onto the Instagram, you will find so many websites over there which you have never heard of. Those are the local websites. Okay, they are basically doing their marketing. Or if you go nearby to any particular cake shop, just ask them, do you have the website? Or any particular shop, just ask them, do you have the website? If they have website, open their website, start testing. All right, and then go for some responsible disclosure online on the Google. So just go Google and write in URL responsible disclosure, and then you will get so many websites. Just go to the end, go in the middle, wherever, just pick any two websites. Okay, you can try onto this website. Try on, if you get any vulnerability, submit it to them. You might earn some money, or they have the certification issue, so just they'll give you the certification. Okay, this way, just try these ones. So minimum 5 websites, I'll say. One from Bugcrowd, 2 websites, local websites, 2 websites from Google responsible. Try all the attacks. Okay. Also, you should read all the attacks from Google also now. Now, let's say any particular attack you want to learn in depth. How do you learn it? Go Google. Now, from where you have to learn it? There are there are lots of places from you can learn. Okay. Likewise, YouTube is one of the best place from where you can learn. Go YouTube, write POC. Likewise, let's say I want to learn XSS attack. So what I'll do, I'll just write XSS. POC is proof of concept. You see, 1 plus DOM based XSS POC. So this is the POC you will get. It's only two minutes. 1 year ago, this guy found it. How this guy found it, he'll show you all these steps. Now you know what is XSS. You'll be able to understand. Same way, this is a Sony. Somebody found on Sony website. How he found? We'll see all these steps. Okay. Same way, any particular attack you want to learn, just write the name of the attack, write POC, you will be able to see. Okay. If you want to read the POC, so HackerOne is one of the best place. How? HackerOne, unofficial HackerOne. Okay, the first link, unofficial HackerOne, open this one, you will see all it. Now this guy found something, bug on open, able to reopen the ticket modified by the user. Let's open it. What is that? TikTok, Snapchat. Creator ID leaked from public content. How he found it? You can just right click, open this one. So you can read all these are the POCs which are being submitted by reports which are being submitted by people. If you want to read anything specific like XSS, let's say XSS, hit enter, it is going to show you all the attacks now which are related to XSS. You can see that. So all you have to do is just right click, open a new tab, and then you can read it. Now, whenever you will open, it is not like compulsory that they are going to show you each and everything. No. Likewise, this attack, it is not showing you the report properly. So they must not be, they might not be wanted to open it. They don't want to show you. So that's okay. Okay, this one, okay. Not showing again. When map.snapchat use post method 200 response include the URL. Okay, nothing. It just is when you're using the post of here, it is showing the creator's ID. That's all. Okay. It should not happen. So they give him $1,000. Reflected XSS. He used this payload. Steps to reproduce. Just enter this payload and it will happen. Alert. So unofficial HackerOne is also one of the very good place from where you can learn the attacks. So if you want to learn, there are so many places. Then medium.com. Medium.com is basically the area of where you can put the blogs. Okay. How do you put the blog anywhere? So any blog you want to read, you just search on what is the attack you want to learn. XSS. Hit enter. XSS attack. We'll see all these attacks, all these blogs related to XSS, how to prevent XSS by skipping out in PHP, web security, cross-site scripting attack, when I found iframe injection and illegal redirect non-based, XSS and bootstrap data, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so from here you can read whatever. So whatever you want to learn or whatever you want to read about it, you can read over here on the Medium also. So all you need to just click over here, search for data that whatever you want to learn, and they're going to show you the blogs about it. Medium.com, and if you good at writing, you can also write blogs over here. Okay, if you're like, let's say you have learned something today and you are good in writing, you can write the blog over here on your own. Then people will go and visit. And if your blogs like are running properly, then you can also earn money by just inviting the traffic onto this particular area. Okay, so in any field, it's not that cybersecurity is the only field. Any particular field you want to learn. There are so many people, those who write blogs over here. You can follow those people. Any point of time they're writing any blog for any particular attack, you can follow and read their blogs. Okay, so Medium is also one of the best place that you can learn. Medium, Telegram, YouTube, Google Drive. Once I found one Google Drive link, it has near about 1 TB of data. I mean, it was every course. I mean, digital marketing course, cybersecurity course, everything in cybersecurity, SOC analysis. I mean, you can think of a course, it was there. Python, shell course, Bash, every particular damn thing was there in that drive. You want to learn? Open the drive, go download whatever you want to download, and then relax. And it was shared with lots. I mean, it was open drive. Anybody wants to learn anything, go there. And they had the paid courses. It was not like free courses only. They also had the paid courses, they had the free courses, everything. Also, you have LinkedIn Learning. Okay, LinkedIn Learning, no, they were giving, I don't know now they are giving or not, 1 month free subscription. Okay, so over there you just need to enter your credit card or debit card or credit card information, and for 1 month it's going to be free. Then before your subscription is about to expire, you can just opt out for it, and then no money is going to be deducted. Okay, then for 1 month you can learn it for free of cost. Then again create another account, create for 1 month, you can just give debit card information again. I think they'll just deduct 1 rupee or 2 rupees, and then that also they'll refund back. So this way you can also do it from LinkedIn Learning. There are so many courses available on LinkedIn. Okay, cool. Or you can download anything from the torrent then. That you guys are must be master in downloading things from the torrent. So you can download anything. Now this is how you have to learn things. This is how you have to now go with the stuff. Okay, clear? अब ये समझ आ गया ना कैसे पढ़ना है, because now things are like you are aware of things, so now you can study. Now there is no issue. Now if you're going to open the SOC course, no, you'll be able to understand. But before the course, no, before when you had no knowledge about cybersecurity, at that point of time it would be difficult for you to understand things. But now things will be easy for you. Okay, so try and explore different fields. Try, learn different. Cool, clear. So, that's all for this particular topic. Now tell me, do you want me to start the next topic or you want me to start the next topic in the next session? So I can do both of the things. If you want me to start the next topic right now, we can start it. If you want for the next session, we can do in the next session. guys. Next session. Okay. It will be good in the next time. Chalo, theek hai. Then go and practice this one, whatever we have studied. Okay. Practice this one. Practice at least these 3 machines. So one is Pumpkin Garden, one is Windows machine, one is Optics part 2. Okay. Try these machines. Also, if you want to go, if you're not understanding the written part, you can also go to YouTube and look for the walkthrough. You'll find walkthrough over here as well. Now you can look at the walkthrough and then also you can understand, okay, what you have to do. Okay, there are so many people, those who have explained it. So from here also you can do it. Okay, chalo. Then I'll see you guys next Saturday. Till then, practice. If you face any issue, just let me know. I'll help you out with that. Okay. Bye bye. Good night.
Bye, sir.